Tonight on our investigative journalism segment Action TV, we look at discrepancies in the recruitment process for several vacancies for administrative positions at the Colombo Municipal Council. On Sunday, Action TV pointed out that the Municipal Commissioner of Colombo should pay attention to problems that have arisen as a result of an interview conducted to recruit persons for 73 vacancies for administrative positions at the Colombo Municipal Council, since the Commissioner is the responsible official in this case in her capacity as the appointing officer. Although traditionally interviews for the public service positions are not held on Sundays, the municipal secretary had called for interviews on Sunday and the previous 2 days. Incidentally, the interviews had been called against a backdrop where the results of the competitive examination designed to recruit qualified personnel for these positions had not been released. The examination was held 1.5 years ago. The results of this examination are now in the hands of the municipal commissioner.
We have the results.
Will it be released?
Yes, we will release it after we study it.
The study that the municipal commissioner is referring to in this instance are the interviews conducted by the municipal secretary. This is the intention of this study.
Since the recruitment procedure does not note steps that should be taken in the case of persons who are currently functioning as acting administrators, these persons constantly submit appeals, even to the governor, and we received an opinion on this on the 20th of November. Accordingly, we have received an order to provide 40% of the vacant positions to persons currently functioning as acting administrators. As such, we can grant 22 of the 73 vacancies to the acting administrators.
No matter which commission issued the order to conduct recruitments in this fashion, it would be highly irregular, since the recruitment process has been explicitly outlined in Public Administration Circular number 15 of 1990. As per this outline, a competitive examination is compulsory, and only those who pass the examination can be called for interviews. Although the municipal commissioner refers to it as a study, the letter issued by the municipal commissioner affirms that these are indeed interviews. As such, the fact that all candidates have been called for interviews is a violation of the circular. These interviews also lack transparency, given the fact that individuals who passed or failed the examination cannot be identified, as the results of the competitive examination have not been released. It is also evident that the municipal commissioner is making an effort to provide legitimacy to this unprocedural recruitment.
We expect to amend the recruitment procedure with the assistance of the governor.
The only recruitment procedure that the municipal commissioner can amend with the assistance of the governor is the Western Province recruitment procedure. Amending this procedure for petty agendas is not justifiable by any means. However, since the persons who sat for the examination and appeared for the interviews have done so in accordance with Public Administration Circular number 15 of 1990, can the Municipal Administration of Colombo be allowed to tamper with this national procedure? Secretary to the Ministry of Public Administration, this is over to you. Moving on to other local news, the president of the Sri Lanka Mahabodhi Society, Venerable Banagula Upatissatthera, participated in the swearing-in ceremony of the Chief Minister of India's Madhya Pradesh state recently.
The swearing-in ceremony was held in the city of Bhopal.
Shivraj Singh Chauhan of India's Bharatiya Janata Party or BJP was elected to the position of Chief Minister at the recent state assembly elections for the third time. Several senior leaders of the BJP attended the swearing-in ceremony where Chauhan took oaths before the governor of Madhya Pradesh. Venerable Banagala Upatissatthera, who participated as a special guest at the event, met with the new Chief Minister and the BJP's Prime Ministerial candidate Narendra Modi and invoked blessings on them. The Sanchi Buddhist University, a project in which Venerable Banagala Upatissatthera is also involved, is currently under construction in Madhya Pradesh. The Chief Minister of the state has pledged his fullest support for this project. Taking a look at one of our headline stories, South Korea's ambassador to Sri Lanka, Jong Moon Choi, says that he believes Sri Lanka will be given the highest number from the quota of foreign employment opportunities among Southeast Asian countries when a decision is made on the number of seats that will be allocated for 2014.
Yes, Nadim, and he expressed these views in an exclusive interview with Newsfirst.
We invite the foreign guest workers from 15 countries, including Sri Lanka and Pakistan, Bangladesh and Southeast Asian countries. And we give a quota. We give quota to each and every 15 countries. And the important thing is that per capita wise, the Sri Lanka has the lion's share. Sri Lanka is literally #1 in terms of the size of the quota. So for the next year, we haven't decided yet. The January we will make the decision on how many seats will be given to each and every 15 countries. But again, I'm quite sure that Sri Lanka will be given the highest number of the quota.
And now the film Sri Siddhartha Gautama was awarded the Best Film World Cinema Award at the Delhi International Film Festival, celebrating 100 years of Indian cinema.
Now, productions from 39 countries competed in this category. Meanwhile, the producer of the film and chairman of the Asia Light Foundation, Navin Gunaratne, was presented a special tribute award for his service to peace and humanity.
Well, in business news, the price of rice has risen above the price controls imposed by the government.
Wholesalers in Petta say that the wholesale price of rice has now exceeded the maximum retail price imposed by the government.
The government has imposed control prices for 17 goods identified as essential goods. The MRP for a kilogram of samba rice is 70 rupees, while the MRP for nadu rice as well as white and red raw rice is 60 rupees a kilo.
The price of samba is between 72 and 74. Nadu is being sold for 64 or 65 rupees a kilo. It is being sold for more than the control price. We are selling white raw rice at 60 rupees a kilo.
We also made inquiries into the retail prices in Colombo and surrounding areas.
Samba cost around 73 to 74 rupees and the bag cost another rupee. Even if we sell it for 75, we can only make a profit of 1 rupee. The customers ask for a price of 70 rupees since there is a control price, but we do not have rice to sell for 70 rupees.
Nevertheless, the chairman of the Consumer Affairs Authority, Rumi Marzouk, notes that legal action will be taken against those who sell rice at prices higher than the maximum retail price.
A leadership training program organized with the intention of strengthening the rural youth was held in Yakala yesterday.
The workshop was a joint initiative of the local Federation of Youth Clubs in Mahara and the Youth Citizens Organization. The workshop was concluded with a campfire show. Private companies spend hundreds of thousands of rupees to send their employees for leadership training camps like this. We have such professionalism in our country. The opportunity that you have received here is priceless. You can achieve victory in life in the future only if you have a good personality and leadership skills, and you are able to work collectively with others to achieve goals.
Well, all preparations have been made to conduct the Newsfirst Danamuthu Sayanair tomorrow in line with the Randalls Fair 2013, which is being organized to mark the 120th anniversary of Kingswood College, Kandy. The Newsfirst Danamuthu Sayanair, which will be conducted at the Kingswood College in Kandy, will commence at 8 a.m. tomorrow and go until 5 p.m. Architects, civil engineers, quantity surveyors, lawyers, astrologists and Feng Shui experts will be present at the Danamuthu Sayanair to impart their knowledge to the public free of charge. A special clinic for the visually impaired will also be conducted at the Danamuthu Sayanair tomorrow. An art competition for children will commence at 9 a.m. tomorrow, while a special workshop will also be conducted at the Kingswood College Auditorium on driving skills. Well, moving on to headline-making news overseas, the former Lebanese finance minister Mohammed Tata has been assassinated in a massive bomb blast in central Beirut.
He was an advisor to the former Prime Minister Saad Hariri, a Sunni Muslim.
Four others were also killed in the suspected car bombing near government offices and the parliament. At least 50 people were injured. The Syrian war has increased Lebanon's Sunni-Shia tensions. Lebanon's Shia Hezbollah movement is helping Syria's President Bashar al-Assad. President Assad comes from the Alawite sect, a heterodox offshoot of Shia Islam. The Beirut blast damaged several buildings and set several cars ablaze. Reports say Shattah's car was targeted as he was travelling to a meeting with his Sunni opposition parliamentary bloc. Some of the Syrian rebel groups are affiliated with the Sunni Muslim Al-Qaeda network.
Also in news overseas, a suspected suicide bomber attacked a foreign military convoy on the eastern outskirts of the Afghan capital Kabul, but there were no official reports of casualties.
The NATO-led International Security Assistance Force confirmed the attack but had no immediate details.
The Taliban claimed responsibility for the attack, which comes as President Hamid Karzai deliberates over an agreement allowing US forces to stay in the country beyond 2014. A Taliban spokesperson said on his Twitter account that a number of foreign forces were killed and wounded. Police said there were no official reports of casualties. Many Afghans, including advisors and a gathering of 3,000 prominent Afghans, have urged Karzai to sign the pact as they worry about security after 2014 when most foreign forces are leaving. Karzai says he does not want to sign until a presidential election is scheduled for April next year.
And on to the world of cricket. 4 wickets by slinger Lasith Malinga together with 3 wickets by Suranga Lakmal restricted Pakistan to a score of 232 at the Sheikh Zayed Stadium, where the 5th and final one-day encounter between Sri Lanka and Pakistan is being worked on.
Winning the toss and batting first, Pakistan got off to a steady start with the opener Shahjul Khan and Ahmed Zida putting an opening stand of 30 runs.
The Sri Lankan pace attack that was wayward during the first few games found its mark today, and the Sri Lankan bowlers were able to make breakthroughs at regular intervals. Pakistan were eventually bowled out for a competitive score of 232 runs. Lasith Malinga picked up 4 Pakistani scalps while paceman Suranga Lakmal bagged 3 wickets. Pakistani skipper Misbah ul Haq top scored for Pakistan with 51, while Ahmed Shehzad and Anwar Ali chipped in with 41 runs apiece. Now Sri Lanka chasing a target of 233 runs for victory were 61 for no loss after 9 overs a short while ago. Well, we have another update for you from our top story tonight, which was of course the train accident in Wadarawa. Latest reports indicate that the death toll has now risen to 3. Let me just give you a brief recap of this accident. The engine of a train flying from Matara to Kandy had caught fire at around 6:50 p.m, causing some passengers to panic and jump off the train. Several persons who jumped off the train suffered serious injuries as they were run over by a train which was plying from Polgahawela to Colombo. The injured were admitted to the Watupitiwala hospital, and according to its hospital director, 2 individuals had succumbed to their injuries. But the latest update that we now have is that the death toll has risen to 3.
And that's a wrap of news at 9. As usual, it's a pleasure having you with us. I'm Minoshi Ratnasekara.
And I'm Nadim Majid. We leave you with a look at the weather forecast for the next 24 hours. Good night and good luck.
Newsfirst at 9.
Hotline 0114 896 896 www